Welcome back, everybody. I loved watching the production videos from the alt dev controllers. It's one of the most creative things we processes with those. But next up is the trailer for High Rise Guardians, one of the grad games being worked on here at the University of Utah. We're going to watch that right now. Sorry. Unfallen is what I meant to say, and
Unfallens Awakening.
Yes, I'm rocking it right now. Yeah, we're gonna watch the trailer for Unfallen Awakening right now. Beautiful trailer for Unfallen Awakening. Would you believe that that game was worked on by only 3 developers? Well, it's true, and we have them right here, and I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. Will you tell us a little about yourselves and the game?
Yeah. Hi. I'm Jun Shuang, the developer and the designer and the engineer for the Unfallens Awakening. This game, we started develop from October last year, and here we have other members. Let's introduce themselves.
Oh yeah, I'm the tech artist of this team. I take in account all the kind of art assets quality, rendering, lighting, rigging. The only thing I don't touch a lot is the animation, the programmer and designer. This guy taking account of that. Meaning, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm the artist of this team. I make a concept art for the boss and main player, and I made the 3D models and build the whole environment. Yeah.
Yeah, and can you tell us a little bit about the premise of the game? What was the inspiration behind it?
This game is obviously inspired from God of War 2018, the boss combat with Sigrun, like the Valkyrie screen. At the beginning, we aim to create a good feeling of combat, good feeling of control and challenging combat, as a just a boss combat focusing game, and it's an action game. And now that you can see, we spent a lot of time to create such high quality graphics, both the graphics, the characters move and the boss move. When you're, just by watching this, we try to create a feeling of, we wouldn't say like a AAA quality, but we have a working title for this game is Untitled Single A Action Game. So we want to try our best to produce the best quality we could have for the game. You can see all of this model for environment, character, and those visual effects, those lighting thing. So we're trying to utilize the feature from Unreal 5 to get the best experience, the most polished experience to the player. That as it's like one of the boss fights in a real AAA game.
Yeah, one thing to addition that this trailer is somehow like a low FPS, but actually we run 6 PC. Yeah.
Also, you may not believe, but it ran on this Windows handheld console, and also in the Steam Deck in 60 FPS.
That's awesome to have it playing on the Steam Deck. So when can we see it on Steam?
We're still preparing for our Steam store page. We expect it to be online by the end of this week. So yeah, just keep in mind for this. Just search for the Unfallens Awakening once this game is online. And you can get this game a temporary playable demo in our EAE's webpage. Just also search for the Unfallens Awakening EAE, and you can see that.
Awesome. So it is available for download from the EAE page,
Yes.
and then keep your eye out for the Steam page coming soon, from what I understand. Now I have a question. Working with such a small team, which is an anomaly here in the grad program at EAE, it's not common at all. But I have just some questions with working with such a small team. How did you guys divide up your workload between the three of you, and were there any challenges with that?
There's a lot of we can talk about this. So at the beginning, this is actually my personal project. So the basic combat system, the engineer, and the design was done by myself. But later we just found we need more help from artists and tech artists. So we collaborate together. A lot of these art assets and the tech art techniques that we use in the game are mostly done by our artists, EU, and tech artist Zeshi. So I would say, at least for the designing and engineering part, that's basically just my individual work. So it was really, it's a really busy time for the last semester for me.
Yeah, I imagine the workload kind of all fell on your shoulders, right?
Oh yes, so the other works separated. We works in a very pro way. So we communicate a lot after we doing something. Yeah.
Very cool. So coming through that process with just the three of you, I imagine you all have to wear a lot of different hats, right? Because you have to carry on the different roles, the development roles. Or were there any big lessons that you took away? Any big lessons you learned through that process?
A big lesson for me is that small team, at least you should need someone that's not only developer but someone who work for the producer part. For me, when I'm trying to get this game on Steam and packaging all the thing and doing all the marketing thing, so that's really it's another task that we never expected that it took us so long for us. So yeah, I think the lessons for us is that developers are not different. They are different from who can do the producing works.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things I think you did really well and smart, in my opinion, with such a small team is you really hit the quality bar high, but the gameplay experience is somewhat short, right? You have the one boss battle to fight. So that kind of begs the question is, do you have any future plans for development? Is there anywhere you would like to take this in the future, or was this just an exercise to see if you could do it?
Yeah, we actually do have some future plans that we're currently planning on. So do you want to talk about the PCT thing that we
Oh, not sure right now, but I can tell you that we are already adding some new features like weapon switch, different visual effects and different animation, just in the plan. But the other things is not decided yet.
Yeah, so maybe in the future we're gonna introduce more levels and even a little bit roguelike gameplay, but that's not it's not a guaranteed thing. It's just what we're trying to do.
Yeah, really, really well done. Really beautiful job. How about with the art styles? How did you accomplish such a high visual quality with such a small team?
I think we can start with the
Yeah, because I'm a big Source fan. The first, I just want to make Dark Souls style character, so I just make the first concept art of the boss, and then they said, "Oh, it's okay, it looks good." Then we make the model of the boss, and then for the main character, we have many sketch and many idea at first, and we have many types of main character. At first, it's just like the boss. Then it looks like a normal knight, and then it's become like this. So yeah, it just looks like Dark Souls, but in the end, we have our own art style, I think.
She's so humble. Let me tell you, we have at least I believe 3 to 4 iterations for the boss concept art, and do we have 8, right? I remember we have
Yeah.
like 8 versions for the main character concept design. So at the beginning, we're like starting to working on the actual 3D assets, like the modeling, rigging, and everything. Only after we have a solid design for the concept. So yeah, that's I would say like EU's art, the concept art was the really the base for this high quality visual thing. And for the tech part, like how do we like manage to do this? I think Zeshi can talk about the rigging part. Or
Yeah,
part.
yeah. We actually using a lot, testing modules like block outs of the enemies and all the boss, the characters, and we test a lot by using very rough modules, and we test the rig and all the kind of environment things by many block out levels, and we iterate on this to just making the art more related to the concept art, and then finally it turns out to be this. So it's developer this. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful job, team. If anyone's into the Ragnarok or the God of War, Dark Souls type of gameplay, this is definitely one that you should keep an eye out for. Keep an eye out for the wish list on Steam and to play the version of it. Give it a positive review, give them a comment, support student games, and look for more updates on this. I'm going to give you the last words. Anything you'd like to tell anyone watching right now?
Just keep in mind for this game. And remember, if you have a Steam Deck or a Windows console, we can run this game 60 FPS in such small console. So but you can also get the best visual quality as you see in the trailer.
Yeah. One more thing, thanks to the Unreal Engine 5, we got many powerful features like Lumen and Nanite, then we can make a student game like this. Yeah.
Well done, everybody. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break. When we come back, it'll be Echo of the Last Light and a brand new host. It's been lovely chatting with you all and showing off these amazing games the last hour and a half. So much more is to come, so stay tuned. And we're going to celebrate a lot of games today.